with. This is fitworkouts.com. Thank you for joining us for a brand new workout this week. I'm going to dedicate this week's workout to my Google Plus family because these people have been fantastic. A lot of people told me not to get on Google Plus, that it wasn't worth my time. It has been well worth my time. There are fantastic communities there, all kinds of people discussing all kinds of great things. I've gotten a lot of support from that community and I've just really enjoyed it. So this is for my Google Plus people. We're going to start out with a 3-count squat and we're going to stand and do a side leg lift. So you're going to get set with your feet about hip distance apart. You're going to sit back into your heels, keep your chest lifted, and then 3, 2, 1, you're going to stand, and as you stand, you're going to do one side leg lift. Now, it's not here, so we're not turning. Sometimes people do that because they're trying to get their leg as high as they can. Side leg lift. Knee pointed forward, toes pointed forward. 3, 2, 1, stand inside. 3, 2, 1, stand. So to modify that, there really isn't a great modification. You obviously could do a single squat and a side leg lift, but this should be reachable for most people. If you're trying to work on your squat form, sometimes it's helpful to do it with a chair or a couch or a bench behind you so that you can push yourself to get lower than you might otherwise. So you would touch your hips to the bench and then stand and side leg lift. So that might be a great modification. Exercise 2 is spider, and then we're going to do a kick through with our leg. So you're going to start in plank or push-up position. Spider is stepping one foot up next to that same side hand, and then I'm going to bring it back. Then I'm going to take that same leg, reach it under my body, and lift my opposite hand. So step it up, bring it back, reach it under, and lift. Forward, and then across. So we're going to work on some balance there. Obviously core, feel that in my quads and my hip flexors. If we want to modify that, however, we're going to incline. I would love to have something that is halfway between my chair and my floor in height. I don't. I need to purchase something. At the gym I do. You can get those step aerobic boxes or the plyo boxes. But either way, try to elevate your hands a little bit. And then you're going to do the same motion and then reach under. I'm probably not going to lift my hand because I'm worried the chair might move and I could press it against a wall and that would help. Now, something to pay attention to here is shoulders over hands. So you're here, you're not back here. So square up first, drop the hips into a straight line, not too low. But if you're way up here, I don't feel the abs. So right here, straight line. Step forward, pull the belly in, crisscross. And that way you feel that in the oblique. Okay, the next one is a rotational move for obliques. This is my new favorite. Anyone who's taken my class at the gym has done this one several times, and we joke because I find a new favorite. We do it a lot for a couple months, and then I move on when I find another one. All right, so I'm going to sit with knees bent. I'm going to hinge back, and as soon as I do that, I feel my core engage. So the further back I go, the harder it will be. And I open my arms here, and then I close to one side. Exhale, open, inhale, exhale, and close. So if I sit upright, I still get the benefit of the rotation, which is the important part here. Keep the belly pulled in, but it's not as hard. So if I'm here, I already feel a shake. Exhale, twist, inhale. Okay, so again, even if that is challenging for you, there's absolutely no shame in any exercise being too hard for you. Everybody's different. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. We all start somewhere. If you want to modify that, hinge back, keep the arms center because this is easier to hold than this, much easier. And then you're going to exhale, pull an elbow, inhale, reach. And anyone who's taken my Pilates class knows that we do this in every class, because it's just a fantastic exercise. It's good to build the strength, and then it's good to maintain strength, and then it's fantastic for stress relief, getting those deep core muscles stronger, working the obliques. That's where you get this cut look if you're going for that. So there are a couple ideas for that one. All right, here comes the money set here. This is the big one. This is the hard exercise of this workout. We're going to broad jump forward, pop back back into a burpee, do a push-up, and then walk our hands back to our feet and start again. So big broad jump, right away, hands down, burpee push-up, and then instead of jumping my feet back in, I'm going to walk my hands back. And so then right back to the start. Jump back, push up, walk my hands back. All right, so if you have a nice long broad jump, eventually you're going to be creeping across the room and you might have to adapt, but that's okay. So let's see that one more time. Broad jump, soft landing there, burpee push up, walk the hands back. One thing I want to point out when I'm walking my hands back is I'm trying not to lumber side to side. So people in my class also know that I tell you to stay in line, and that makes you activate your core muscles more. Okay, that one is tough. So let's take it down a notch and do a walkout instead. Crouch down, walk your hands out, nice and careful. Come here, push up if you want, drop your knees for a push up if you want, and then walk your hands back. Nothing easy about that. I use this as a variation for people who have a hard time with the impact of burpees on their joints. And it's hard. They do 6 or 8 and they're out of breath, okay? So there's nothing easy about that. The other thing is you can modify by stepping back and placing your hands on some sort of incline, like we've done in the past. But let's try this. I really want you to try the walkout. Unless you can't handle it with your wrist or something, okay? And always, 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 if there's an exercise you can't do and you can't do the modification, substitute anything. You got 50 seconds, improvise, do whatever you want. Pick something for legs, pick something for core, something you really need to work. So it's all good. Reverse overhead press, shoulders. All right, I'm going heavy. My heavy 12-pound sand bells. I'm going to hoist these babies over my head, and then I'm going to reverse press. So I'm keeping them overhead the whole time, so there's no rest there. And then if I want to make this harder, whoa. All right, I'm going to do a couple on one leg, 2 or 4, or maybe not. And then I'm going to go and switch to the other leg. Oh, it's that really hard on that side. Okay, so there you go. I struggle too. All right, let's take that down a notch. We're going to just do a regular, oh, these are heavy, shoulder press. We're going to be here, and we're going to exhale and press it overhead. No lower than ear level, not way down here. And the only reason for that is that that's a huge rotation on the shoulder, or a huge range of motion, I should say. And sometimes that can be a little fussy for people. So just bring it to the ears, press it back up. When you get tired, you've got the legs to help, because I don't want you to use your back. If you get to the point where this is happening, then go down and wait, or take a break. Okay, those are the 5 exercises. If you need to take notes on the ideas for modifications, and if you click the link below this video, it will take you to the real-time version of this workout, and we'll do it straight through together. I'll see you over there.